Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Ready? Watch Mike, watch Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Hey, Charlie.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got Smith here. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
2nd and 5. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
It's just me and you. It's just me. Look, squeeze. Check three. Go. Kill. Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken at the 15. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready. 8, read. Go.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Jones. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tight right, tight right.
Hey, lock it.
Check, 40.
Hey, zoom.
Here we go. Here we go. I got 29. I got 29.
Back to throw here. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 1. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and 14. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
That's fielded in the end zone. Cordero Patterson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. That kickoff return, 104 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha! Rock it.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ready,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey.
Be ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Let's go, baby.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
61, matchbox light. Snap.
2nd and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now back to throw. He completes it to Evans. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 44 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
They'll drop to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it. 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey, echo. Get it.
Looking to throw. And he completes it to Westbrook.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunky yardage picked up there.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Fielded about a yard deep. Gets around him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's caught by Howard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They're going to look to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Bills.
Ready. 50, plant.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Bravo.
Switch.
Go.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go now. 8, read.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
2 The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
41. Come on, the ball.
2nd and 5. This one complete to Scott Miller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard as the first half is winding down. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And his guys get the quick. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, what a move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We got 4. We got 4.
2nd and 11. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Hey, high 7.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
General West.
Mike check 33. 33. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check.
Move. Yep.
We got it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carlton Davis speeds in for the sack on the quarter blitz. Now then after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Check 33. 33.
Right here, right here.
Hatchet. Hatchet. Watch quick.
Look. Squeeze. Hey, Haywood.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, exit. Get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his target, it's Evans. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. 35.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin.
Complete to Chris Godwin. It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
He's coming. Double up.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 35. Mike 35. Too little, cupcake.
Deep grip.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Strong right. Strong right. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Go.
Me.
Now.
2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Go. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The open man is Westbrook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Buffalo.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Watch the screen.
Looking to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller is thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. He completes it to the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Now back to throw. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Delta. 52, 52.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And some room to work. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. Back now in Tampa, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Devin Singletary. He played in the state of Florida Atlantic. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Single receiver. Watch 80. Watch 80.
He'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. And this one is right down the middle.
And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. 8 yards here, so that gets them back within striking distance. And now it's third down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run it again with Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Joker.
Shoot.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
60 outlaw. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, lock it.
Bang.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Watch the pass.
Leo, on the ball.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
He's tired of winning. He's tired of us.
Let go.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That's it, baby.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Set. 18 Gator. Hit it.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Gay knocks this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Check pass, check pass. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill.
Rock it. Hey, rock it. Let's go.
Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll drop the throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39.
Ready, set.
I'm going to come back to you.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 5.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got the first down inside the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,